Yo, yo, yo. Welcome back to Jay's Strategies, where we talk about the latest and greatest crypto news and much, much more. Bada boom! Going live. Popping on your crypto news. Rocking on our channels. Grabbing our links and pushing it. We got our TG chats rocking. We're dropping them. Okay. Alright, let's get them. Swinging back into the crypto rooms and also catching the links. We're going to grab this over here for you guys so we can pop this into the links and you can drop it. Okay. Hit it and get it. Get it out there. Get it out there. Bust our tweets. Alright. And then we come. We keep coming. Alright, you guys want to know the biz. The biz, what it is. Let's go ahead and drop our links. We're gonna rock it. Okay. Alright. Telegram acting a little funny. Alright. We pull down into the pull down, get down with the get down, popping over here. Don't forget to stop by all of the latest and greatest, hitting them Twitters, hitting them tweets, hitting the chip out of the day. Let's go ahead and get this. Where we want to go. Okay, so today's overall cryptocurrency, crypto market cap is at above 1 trillion, so it's at 1,034,000,000,000. So we pulled and we sat right above that. We'll show you on the chart. 24-hour volume at 56 billion.2. Bitcoin dominance at 42.5%. Ethereum dominance at 18.4%. We're going to take a look at that. Let's go into these charts and see these pullbacks. Bitcoin right now sitting at $22,717, and on a 24-hour pullback, we got 4.3% on the 24-hour pullback on that Bitcoin. Ethereum right now coming in at $1,550. Okay, and that is pullback 5.6% on 24 hours. Okay, so we got that. USDT. All right, we have. Yep, we're going to see that. Look at that. Market cap USDT, 67 billion, 36 billion moving on the markets. And we're going to look at that dominance charts when we pull into there. BNB sitting at 305. Pull back 3.9 in 24 hours. And then leveling out on that 7-day. 48 billion market cap and 625 million in volume. USDC coin sitting right there at that number 5 spot. Okay. With that $42 billion and 3 billion in money moves. XRP sitting at the number 6 spot at 39 cents, pulled back 4.6% in 24 hours, 7.8% on the 7-day. BUSD at the 15.3 billion. So we did see a influx and inflow into BNB, and we'll actually see that on the charts. Cardano sitting right here at 37 Yep, Cardano sitting right here at 37 cents, and you see it's 12.8 billion dollar market cap, and we have $400 million in volume. Okay, number 9, Dogecoin sitting at number 9 at the 8 cents pullback, about, we'll say 3%, and that's that one on the 7-day, and we got $11.5 billion market cap, $741 in volume, moving that Doge around. Polygon making its way up these charts fast. Okay, look at that, leveled out from its 24-hour pullback 8.1%, and 7-day up 8.4%. Checking it out, 9.4 billion on a market cap. And then you have Solana, which actually moved itself into market cap of 8.7 billion. It's at 23.56 cents, pulled back about 10%. So right now we're on these pullbacks. Don't forget to slam on, stop by Twitter, hit those tags, hit that love, okay? And we drop the links for the different chats that we rock out with and chat into the different Telegram groups. All right. So we can see what is jumping for today. Don't forget to swing on by, stop by the channel, and rock out overall. And we see the Bitcoin news, but we're going to go ahead and hop into the charts. This is Bitcoin on the 1 hour, and I'm using Traders Reality Indicator right now. Okay, and you can get that by going to the indicators and typing in Traders Reality, and this is how you get this indicator I'm using with the RSI. This tells you all the different sessions that happen during the day, and that's when the money moves are being made. In the beginning of the sessions, during the sessions, and as you see these boxes, Sydney session, Hong Kong session, you can see that's when all these moves were being made. New York session, and now a pullback. Okay, so on the 1 hour, we are below the 200 EMA, and the M0 pivot zone is sitting right here in last week low. So that's the 22.3K level that we were looking at. So right now, this is what we're hitting, and this is on a 1 hour time frame. The 50 EMA is turning down, but we're still above that 200. The RSI is into an oversold area, so we're just waiting for some turn up, so that way we're waiting for some targets to be able to hit those trades. Okay, let's go into a little bit of a longer term, the 4 hour on Bitcoin. So we're below that 50 EMA on the 4 hour. Okay, you got the M0, which is at that 22,300. So that would be one of my targets where I would sit at if I'm not catching a trade because of the volume. And you can see on the 4 hour, we definitely pulled off. There was a sell-off of 5,000 Bitcoin and other sell-offs on the Glassnode and on the blockchains. Let's go ahead and take a look at the overall daily. So right now we're getting this actual pullback that I did want to see on the daily, because we had this really high pull, this pump up, okay, that we hit this 200 EMA on the daily, and then we rode up. So right now we're having this pullback, which I kind of wanted to see where this was going to pull us back to see if we're going to pull up, okay, hit, retrace, continuation to the upside, because I want to see this 50 EMA on the daily crossing back over the 200. This will be when I really will see some bullish moves. You can see the RSI took a nosedive. So what we're going to be looking for is that RSI riding itself possibly down a little bit more into that 22.3K area that we were talking about. And we're going to take a quick look at the book map to verify that information. And that you can go to Bookmap Web and you can get that information rocked out over there for you guys. Okay. All right. So now, okay. So this is overall daily. Let me go ahead and squeeze this in. This was the fallout from when we had, and you know, we had a lot of sideways trading, okay, until after the year, and you know all the different tax things we were talking about, all the different reasons and different stuff that was happening on the charts, and basically understanding where the liquidity is sitting at, and that's what you're doing, and that's when you're looking in the book map and where the orders are set and the different leverages that are in the market, how much is going long, how much is going short, and where people are sitting in the overall market. Okay, you can see the S&P, okay, over here in New York, okay, and this is on a daily. It's coming back in, but the moving averages are coming up. So let's go ahead and just take that look on the 1 hour. So you can see that on the market open, it is on a pullback right now. So it's right at the end of the day. So I would expect that a little bit more downside movement after the market closes, and then people catching those trades trying to determine that bottom, okay? Bitcoin dominance, as you can see, riding down because of that sell-off. So we're going to look at USDT dominance, and boom, that was the money flow that is flowing out into USDT stable coins, okay? And then that's where people are taking those profits, all right? So Bitcoin on the pullback, people selling off those profits and actually riding up some of those different coins, all right? So that's what we are looking at when it comes into those situations, okay? So that's overall on Bitcoin. Immediate short term, what we'll talk about for Bitcoin here is this is on the 5 minute, and we actually had a pullback, and this is what I wait for and I'm looking for, okay, is I'm looking for these moving averages to cross over, okay? So I want the 5 moving average to cross over and start to turn up, and then this is where you can catch your leverage trades. But it looks like the RSI is peaking on the downside, so you can watch that for quick close scalp trades, and we'll be talking about that more in our different DGen groups and all of our different groups that we are over in Telegram rocking out. Don't forget to stop by those, drop a line, get with it, okay? That's immediate short term, all right? I want to come back into the 1 hour. Actually, let's go to the 30 minute, okay? And we got 1 minute left, so we'll hop back over there. But right now, let's go ahead and tell you about Ethereum. Ethereum's sitting right here, okay? And we actually wicked out, and we were below the psychological low. All right, so I want to see these come into the areas above that psychological low in those zones. But actually on this 30-minute chart, the 50 crossed below that 200, which is giving us that pressure. Let me go ahead and take a look at the 1 hour and see RSI on oversold. So I'm waiting for RSI to turn up. Sydney session is going to start up, so we're going to see where they're going to make their marks, okay? Can they actually hit that last week low and then pull up? Just because of the way the market is moving and ending on the New York day. Boom, 4 p.m. right there. So we'll switch on back to there. Let's go overall daily for Ethereum. Look at that pullback almost to that 200 EMA. So that would be a nice pullback retrace because we have these liquidity lines sitting and the RSI turned to the downside. So we are going to utilize that and watch that for our longer swing trades. So what I'm looking for is, are we going to peak and can we touch the 1515? So that is where I would set ladder trades, 1515 and then also 1550 even on that, and then you can always put your tight stop loss below the bottom of the wicks. We do have that major liquidity move in there, and that is for Ethereum, okay? BNB. First off, well, this is daily on BNB, and this 50 is about to cross back over that 200, which is, I really want to see that because you can see it has been a while, and that would be definitely bullish, okay? And it would be a upward moving structure you could see over here because I don't see any too much of a crazy pattern to hit besides stopping volumes and us pulling back above the 200 on the daily. On the 1 hour time frame for BNB, okay? What we have is we're at the M1 pivot zone, which is actually right at, you can see this area where we tapped a bunch of other times, okay, throughout these days here, and the RSI hitting, but now RSI is oversold, but it looks like it's turning up. So this is the end of the New York session, Sydney session, so this could be marking where a bottom would be, and this is what I would do, is I would look into the shorter term. So we see the 30-minute actually gaining some momentum over here. Let's look into the shorter terms because this is where you would be getting on Binance. Sydney opened up and it's below that 50 EMA, and anytime we pull below that on the shorter time frames, that's what we're looking for our quick scalp moves. You can learn much more if you join those Telegram groups and rock out and chat with us, and we can talk that money. Crypto charts, much more. Learn, get with it. If you gotta watch again, get with it. Make sure you stop by. Don't forget to stop by Twitter, show us some love, smack those handles, hit those retweets, and always drop our tags. We have some of the we actually had a really big flow of a bunch of different people hitting our gems, and a lot of people out there looking for those gems. So go ahead and stop by and swing by there and hit those. Okay, so you can see actually it's getting some movement. Now, let's go back to Bitcoin. Like we said, see, we told you, Sydney's opening up and we're way below that. And this is on the 5-minute chart. And that's what I was looking for where my bottom scalp is. The 5's about to cross over that yellow line you see crossing over that red one. Bada boom, bada bang. This would be my in. And then I would put a stop loss right below that tight right there, 22,658. So 655. And then my first take profit would be right at that 50 moving average, and we would be watching that on a time frame, which is actually a really quick move that this happened, and this is why I'm making this video for you guys to see what is going on out there. Back to the 1 hour so we could swing on over and show you XRP. XRP had that wick out. Okay, it's into that new 1 hour, so if we're going to see some bullish structure, the 50 actually on the 1 hour crossed over. Okay, so if we do see some turn up, we could see it retrace and get back those gains on that for a tight move on XRP. But let's go ahead and look at the overall term of XRP. You can see here we came back on the daily and we tapped that 50 EMA. We tapped that pretty hard, and then it's moving. So this is definitely a pull to the upside, retrace, hitting the moving averages and pulling above to the bullish side. Believe me, you will know when this daily chart is showing us on these crosses of these moving averages and the different RSIs, and you can see the different markets that are in there. The DXY, the dollar index, actually pulled down, which just gave strength to the markets and the stock markets and the money flow of index, but it's about to turn back up, so that actually has some pressure on the overall US markets. US yields, okay, pulling up a bit, and gold. Gold right now has been having a move to the upside. A lot of people taking assets and looking for safe haven, but there was some pullouts from gold today in the movements to the downside. So this is where I was stopping off and taking profits on the actual gold trades. Okay, you guys want to talk about Doge and you want to know about Doge. Doge on the daily sitting flat with those moving averages. Okay, and you can see that the 200, I'm waiting for momentum on the daily and waiting to see, are we going to close below that 200 or above that 200 on this next daily candle to see where we're going to go to the upside, and wait for longer term trades because I'm not really heavy into Doge at the moment looking at that. We do want to go ahead and take a look at Solana. So we were talking about those altcoin moves, and this is on the daily, and our 200 moving average right there is at 29.95. So this retrace, the bottom of this vector candle right here is right around this 50 EMA. So I was expecting that retrace. So if we do actually have another downside, a little bit of a bearish move coming into the next days, which is gonna be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, your big hot trading days for what you're gonna be rocking out. So that's what you're gonna be watching, and you can stop on in. Okay, and then Polygon, Matic, look at this crazy daily chart, but we have this bottom of the vector right at that dollar range. We're at $1.08 right now, and we're tapping those moving averages. The 50 did cross over the 200, which is definitely bullish. Next is looking for that 800, and that hasn't happened in a while. And if we see that, that's definitely bullish momentum. But there's been a lot of stuff in the news talking about Polygon and Matic. That is your charts. Let's go ahead. We'll show you SHIB. SHIB was hitting that bottom on that daily. I was wondering, are we going to go below these wicks? So I want to see where this next candle closes on the daily for the SHIB market. Okay, because right now it's in oversold territory, which is going to be, we're going to have to watch that for Shiba Inu. So for all you holders. Okay. And then let's go ahead and show you Cake. Actually was at that $4 mark, and it's actually moving on up. This is the reward coin that you get off PancakeSwap. Okay, so this is earning token. Babyswap token, okay, is sitting right at its moving averages, so it's a good token to earn in a DEX that has a lot of volume on it. Okay, Bitcoin perpetual contracts, okay, and we can see, and we'll talk about, okay, yeah, the US 500, this is on a daily. Well, I could see us actually pulling back and then continuing to the upside, or we can actually come below those moving averages. Okay, different things that we want to see. Let's go ahead and look at the volatility. Volatility is pulling up inside those areas. And then another thing that I just wanted to show you guys is, all right, and one, and okay. All right, okay, so oil. So pull back on that oil, so getting cheaper. So that's why we've seen all these different moves, money moves into gold, and that RSI pulling back down on oil. So definitely energy prices pulling back on those. And then you got your different stock trades overall. Bitcoin, the Mad Dog that we were talking about, into this new 1 hour candle, so we can actually see where they're setting this. And we're below that 200. I want to see us make our way up to that to see if we do have any bullish moves, which is going to happen for the rest of the day. Let's go ahead and look down back onto the 30, and you can see RSI swing to the upside into that Cindy session, and we are below, and this is on the 30-minute, and it looks like we are moving, okay? Tight stop losses, but quick scalp trades. Let's go ahead and take a look at the 5-minute, and you can see we're right below that, and we're starting to pull back towards that 50, and it's turning a bit, and you can see the 5 is about to cross over. So that's what I said over here when we started our target at 22,692. Okay, and the first take profit right there at 22,888. Okay, and then you can ladder from there for your quick scalp trades if you're doing that, but your overall swing trades, you're going to be looking into it. We got the 4 hour into the structure below that 50 MA on the 4 hour. So I want to see if we are going to close above or below that for our next movement, and we are into oversold territory on the 4 hour for Bitcoin. Bitcoin news, different stuff. Bitcoin mining stocks will remain vulnerable throughout 2023. So mining is actually growing, and it's growing into a big industry. Price holds at 23,000, which is happening right now. So we're showing that rally. That pullback was actually good because that was what investors were waiting for. And as you see in USDT, okay, you can see the dominance actually pulling up. So that money is sitting on that sideline waiting to go flow into Bitcoin. You catch your money moves, okay? Bitcoin aims for 25K, okay, as institutional demand increases. All right, so a lot of institutions are looking for that 1% and that backing and that reserves in Bitcoin. So the more that the Bitcoin is spread and the more that these mining operations are coming into clean energy, okay, it is going to be utilized much more, and Bitcoin would be spread, which would be more of a higher demand. You don't want a bunch of institutions owning a bunch of it because it needs to be able to be sold. You need a buyer in order to sell. If you own all the Bitcoin, who are you going to send? You need a buyer on the other side. Or if you sold all the Bitcoin, it needs to be structured, and that's why the network, and that's why Bitcoin is king. Okay, Bitcoin difficulty hits a new all-time high. That means more and more miners are coming on to the network, okay, and mining with Bitcoin. And then you see a lot of the payment networks that they got rocking out there, okay, and especially with Bitcoin Lightning Network. Mad love shout outs here to our lovely crypto different channels we got here. You can go ahead, I'm going to drop those links, I'm going to hit them up on Twitter so you guys can see what's rocking out there for you guys. Don't forget to join them, don't forget to hit them up. We got some really cool gems coming your way, so come get it while it's hot. Mad love and respect for that as always. Don't forget to stop by Jay Strategies at Trades4 Radio. Hit it, get it. We're going to get more active and rock out for you. You can drop a comment. You want something to look at, or you want to be shouted out on the channel, you can get it. You can rock it. Drop a comment. Don't forget to stop by. Hit it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit it. Drop your comments and get with it. Mad love and respect to you guys as always, okay? You are in it with your charts. You are in it to win it. Mad love, guys. You guys have an awesome day. You